Petunia Gal, and we are back over in Heartland Zoo on Planet Zoo, and we are going to get into it and do some detailing for this habitat and get this done, add some boards here and all that. There's a lot of people over here, it's crazy. And yeah, they need something to look at. So we're gonna do that, and so let's get to it. I'm not exactly sure how I'm gonna edit this yet. I want to get you guys' opinions. Do you like to see speed builds, or do you like to see just random updates and go, so you don't have to see the super fast speed builds? Or yeah, what do you guys like? I will do something. Like I said, I haven't done it yet, so not exactly sure what edit I'm going to do, but I definitely want to see what you guys would prefer. And I did a stop motion edit one time, but it was a lot of work put in the end, it's just for about like a 2-minute video. So I'm not sure if I want to do that again. But let me know what you guys like. And yeah, so let's get to it and get this crocodile habitat looking super awesome. So here we go. Okay, so we're going to do some filtering here on the habitat and just get the nature that they will hopefully like. But I wanted to add some kind of dead tree stumps down here. I don't know, it seems like they would have some dead trees around, right? And the problem is they don't like, if you see, they don't like the coverage. They don't mind plants, but they don't like the coverage, which kind of makes, I don't know, it doesn't really make too much sense. But add some more of these water, I think they're water lilies. I don't know. That's what they remind me of anyways. And some more of the bamboo just to have something kind of coming out of the water. I know that a lot of people say that the amount of plants you have doesn't necessarily matter if the animal's welfare is good other than that, but I haven't had much luck with that. So I like to keep it away from being red. I don't like red. So, I mean, I don't mind the color red, but you know what I mean. So I want to add rocks down here. I want to line the whole place in rocks. I would really like to use plants, but for one, I think I made the water a little too shallow. I probably should have made it deeper, but I didn't want to do like an underwater viewing for these guys just because I've done underwater viewing for quite a few, and I just wanted to kind of go away from that a little bit. But I do want to add a variety of rocks down here just to make it look a little more exciting than just having, one rock or one kind of rock. The only thing I wish is that these rocks weren't as green, because they're kind of green. But I did want to check and make sure the water level went back if I deleted it, because I really wanted to delete the water so it was a lot easier to see the rocks that I'm placing. So that's what I was doing there. But I also just want to add a variety. As you can see, I went from the mossy rock look to this, I think it's just tropical rock. And I want to kind of outline the water in these rocks. I do my best, but it's kind of hard with these guys because their traversable area is really hard to not mess up with putting anything in here. I tried to make the rocks as flat to the ground in some places as I could, but as you can see later, it still doesn't work very well. On these, I tried to make them even lower. I do a lot of messing around with the angle and all that, which is kind of why I cut these the way that I cut this video the way I did, because it's really hard, especially in this game, because when you're placing stuff or building things, you want to kind of look at it from different angles. And if you're doing a speed build, that gets a little bit crazy. I honestly haven't really watched a lot of speed builds. If I do watch them, a lot of times I'm just listening to what the people are saying than actually watching it. So I hope I did a pretty good job of cutting most of the motion craziness out of it, but I did my best. So I think next time when I edit, I'm going to do more of the real time, stop and give like a look around at what I've done. And I think that'll go a little bit better. Unfortunately, I didn't think about that till I was, editing this, but that's what I'll do next time. And let me know, like I said at the first, let me know what you guys think about the editing style, what you guys like to see. I definitely want to have something that you guys are going to enjoy and not something that's going to give you, make you dizzy or something like that. Unfortunately, these placing rocks is about all I get done in this episode. I never realized until I started playing this game and recording it more is that it takes a long time to place rocks. So yeah, it's kind of crazy. But I wanted to get more done in this episode. I just kind of ran out of time, and like I said, everything took a little bit longer than I thought. Here, I'm having a really hard time trying to figure out where the water stops. Because I wanted, like I said, I wanted these rocks to outline the water. So that takes a little bit. But I do leave some gaps in the rocks for these plant areas because I just don't think it would look right if the plants are coming out of the rock, because I don't think that's how it works. So we leave a little bit of space for the plants here. And again, the crocodiles don't like a lot of coverage, so I'm okay with what we've got, I guess. I mean, I would like to have more. I wish the developers would make that down, bring that down a lot where they don't need as much, or they don't have as many limitations on what they like as far as plants and stuff, because it kind of doesn't make sense, because these crocodiles, they like plants. Like, plants are almost all the way up to 100%, I think, but the coverage is way down. So I'm not exactly sure what that means, like how you can get past that. But yeah, I don't know. So as you can see, I'm just trying to line this out, and I notice I don't have it totally perfect there, but it's okay. It looks good, I think. But I wanted to kind of have a bit of an outline, kind of like when you go to a pool and you have the little outline of the concrete pathway. I kind of like that. Didn't get it quite as much as I was thinking in my head, but we got it in the end, I think. So that's cool. So I try my best to finish this part up. I just have it go directly into the rock wall there. So I go ahead and check the traversable area, and this poor guy is stuck here. So as you can see, it's really high here where you get out. So I don't think he could actually get out of the water, which is what I was saying about the traversable area and putting rocks down. It's just really hard to figure out what exactly will work. Besides maybe just putting the those flat aquatic rocks down, but I really wanted to stick with something we had already used. I know, like I said, I've used the aquatic rocks a lot since this is the aquatic area, but I don't know. I thought these rocks would look kind of cool, so I went ahead and placed them around a little bit just to put them out and then check the traversable area. Unfortunately, my game just died on me, just totally crashed, and it didn't save this little part here, but I don't think it was necessarily working anyways. Not like I wanted it to, at least. So we get something done. It's not quite this big. I kind of would have liked this big of an area around the outside, but I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about the final outcome, at least, to see if you'd rather have these bigger rocks, because I think it looks kind of cool having them bigger. But unless we cover the whole thing with these rocks, like the whole habitat, because as you can see, the traversable area is just, yeah, it's now you can see they can't get in the water. So I just don't know. I use these smaller rocks and try to kind of slant them up a little bit. So hopefully they can just use that to get in the water. Again, I just thought about it though, because it may not help them get out of the water. But I don't know. We'll see. So yeah, that's the main thing that took me so long in this build, is just to try to figure out what the area that they could go around is, because in the end they can only get in the water through this area right here, and maybe a little bit over towards those plants there on the left. But yeah, I don't know, they are such big animals, and they don't I mean, they're not climbers. They're, they pretty much are on the ground, and that's what you get. So, yeah, I was looking at this after, and see, you can kind of see they can get in there a little bit from a couple of different areas, but mainly just the one in the front. And it's really annoying. So I went over here and tried to use these rocks. I think it's the same ones I tried earlier on the upper level. But I thought maybe if I give them a little ramp down as well, that might help. I don't think it did. I think it's still, it's a little weird seeing them try to get out of the water. But they can do it. Only in this area. They can't get in and out mainly any other area, so it's kind of weird. But I did go ahead. I cut a lot of this stuff out. If you guys want to see more, let me know. But like I said, I want to kind of minimize the amount of motion going on, just so it's not like super overwhelming and makes you dizzy. So I wanted to stick with the greener mossy covered rocks, just because I thought it looked better for, underneath the water. Water's gonna make moss show up a lot more. And I did line the whole entire water area with these. If I had made the water even deeper, that would have been a lot more work to get the rocks around. But I think it came out pretty good in the end. The only problem is it's all, mostly underwater. So it's like once you put the water in, you can't really tell. I don't know. But I did want to go ahead and add some of those little aquatic rocks, just to add a little bit of something different. So I go ahead and place it and change the color, and then I just copy that. Obviously, I'm just clicking around on different, colors right now, but I stick with a gray. I think I've done that a lot. I think I've just used gray because all the other colors seem too vibrant, I guess, for me. But again, I'm checking the traversable area. They can get in that one area really good. Everywhere else, not so much. So it's kind of annoying. But I did want to add some terrain painting here along the outside to just have the rock painting. I kind of wish you could change the color, like it could be more gray so it would blend in a bit more. But I did a bit of that painting, and I think that's pretty much as good as we can get for that. And then I went ahead and added a little bit of a rock kind of, I'm thinking like a sunbathing spot, or, is it that doesn't sound right, sunbathing? But anyways, in the end, I actually put a cooler in it because I look at their temperature and they actually need it colder. So I'm not sure if a cooling rock actually is a thing, but that's what this one is. So as you can see, their traversable area is just crazy. I can't get much of a elevation on this rock unless maybe I use a different rock maybe. But yeah, this habitat may change quite a bit. I don't know. We'll see. But they can get up it a little bit. So I went ahead and looked at their temperature and added some coolers here. I think, just one on the rock. So I wanted to keep this in just to show you guys, if you put something underneath where you can't reach it, you can't get to it again, just delete the thing that it's under and then undo, and then you've got that selected and you can do what you need to do. So I thought that was pretty cool, and I needed to leave that in for a little bit of a tip for you guys. And then I wanted to go ahead and add some detail rocks to the wall. I don't know. I may add something else. It still seems a bit plain to me, the wall at least. But I had quite a few rocks here just to add something, and maybe even just change the color a little bit. I don't know. We'll see. Like I said, this habitat will probably change a little bit here and there, but I did go ahead and add quite a bit of little rocks to the bottom of this wall just to make it look a little bit more exciting. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed. Definitely hit that thumbs up, leave a comment, share this video. I'd super appreciate it. Have a blessed night or day, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.